Well, this week we continue our series profiling the top 3 finalists for the Louisiana Farm Bureau's Young Farmers and Ranchers Achievement Award. On July 7th, the state's largest general farm organization will choose its top young farmer at its 89th annual meeting down in New Orleans. A.J. Sabine now joins us with his second installment, and this week, A.J., we're going down to sugarcane country.
Mike, you're exactly right. In fact, at the heart of Dawn and Monte Rosinski's farming operation lies the love of agriculture, the strong soul of a family, and the success that only can be characterized as sweet as sugar.
Sparks of industry fly in Monte Rosinski's shop, just north of I-10 in Scott. For nearly a decade, Monte and his wife Dawn have cut a path of success in the sugar industry since Monte quit the feed grain business early in his career.
In '98, things was rough. Prices wasn't good for grain. The weather wasn't right. So we switched over to sugarcane. Financially, it was looking better. So we switched over to sugarcane. We had a local farmer that helped us plant our crop and harvest our crop for us. And then I guess in 2003, things was going well, that we bought our own harvesting equipment and stuff. But in the 384, we had 100% of our crop was 384 variety, and we started having droughts.
Despite that adversity, the Rosinskis have forged ahead. Dawn, who Monte met back in high school, had never worked on a farm. She remembers how stressful it was back then.
Whenever you're trying to pay bills and you have nothing coming in, you kind of have to look at your books and pay the things, your expenses and your invoices wisely. It's just something you have to manage and you have to learn to deal with when you're farming.
Today, the Rosinskis have turned that 50-acre grain farm into a massive 3,500-acre sugarcane enterprise. The couple credits their success to working together as a family and the communication skills they've learned over the years.
I'm proud of Monte. He works hard. He does a great job at what he does, and he always puts a smile on his face for it. If it's a rough time, he, of course I know, but he won't show it. He pushes through it, and I mean, we always know that it's always going to get better no matter what happens.
I gotta say I'm proud of my family, because I mean, without them, I couldn't do what I do. I mean, got 2 wonderful boys that they bad at sometimes, but they good as gold others. And I got a loving wife. I mean, she's beautiful and she does all of my paperwork and stuff for me. I mean, without her, none of this would be possible.
Thank you, Mama.
As you may have noticed, Dawn and Monte have 2 active little boys, 6-year-old Ben and 2-year-old Carl. But the Rosinskis have also been active leaders in their Parish Farm Bureau.
We've done so much with them, being able to reach out to local schools and shelters and museums to reach kids and families. We've done so much work, and we never could have done anything. We never could have done it without the help of Farm Bureau.
What's bad about looking at the future of the farming is the young people. I mean, we sit on the board of Young Farmer Rancher, and there's only 3 of us that's on the Young Farmer and Rancher, and we try to recruit new people, but there's just nobody out there.
Recruiting farmers for future leadership roles may have proven difficult, but the Rosinskis didn't have to look far to find enthusiasm for agriculture. As little Ben Rosinski will tell you, he already knows what he wants to be when he grows up.
You know what you want to be?
A farmer, I said.
The Rosinskis know what most farmers know, that when there's smoke, there's fire. But for Dawn and Monte, their leadership and hard work has sparked a fire that turns the engine of Louisiana agriculture.
Now, the winner of the YF&R Achievement Award will receive a $35,000 credit toward the purchase of the GM vehicle of their choice. And Mike, a little known fact about Dawn Rosinski, she's actually a real estate agent with Keller Williams.
Real estate, so does that mean when it's time to buy the farm, she can sell it to you?
Yes,
that was a
so
joke.
to speak.
A.J. Sabine, thanks. Still to come on This Week in Louisiana Agriculture, we'll find out why it's okay for me to call Kristen Oakes a jerk, and we'll head back into Holly Clegg's Trim and Terrific Kitchen for an easy and delicious recipe using great Louisiana crawfish. Stay with us.